Welcome back, ladies and lords. Thank you so much for joining. If you're new, my name is Wispy, and I'm your host here at Huzzah. This is my first time doing any kind of, just reaction to any other type of content, but this has always intrigued me. What even is the story of For Honor? You know, I've played this game since it came out. I never finished the story mode. I remember that there was a great chasm in the world combining different ages of combat. And that's about all I know. I don't know character names. I don't know whose faction is what, who's from where, what who's doing, where the Wulin even come in, who the Outlanders are. But I guess we're gonna find out today, yeah?
Acolytes of Horgos! Today, your new life in the Order begins!
Okay, we got Nobushi, we got a
Before
Conqueror.
you are sent on your path, let me remind you of our shared history and of why we fight.
The story so far, please let me know. Please.
It all began over 1,000 years ago.
Uh-oh, let me get my pen and paper. I need to take notes.
A great cataclysm destroyed the world as people knew it.
As I said, see, I knew something. The
It
Cataclysm.
was a miracle that anyone survived. 3 factions arrived on the continent, searching for a new beginning.
Where did the Cataclysm come from? What did that,
Legions
why?
of knights came from a once great empire. They settled in the southwest and called their lands Ashfells. Viking clans who hailed from the north sailed over and named their claimed territory Velkenheim.
By Valkyrie, the one and only?
Cold
Okay.
and unforgiving realm. The samurai who lost their home to
Oh,
sea
Orochi.
would find refuge in the mire.
I see Ara over there.
Dangerous yet beautiful place. They survived where none dared to live.
Nobushi's back there as well.
Resources were scarce. Everyone would try to stay alive in this shattered world, which of course would lead to war over its last shards. For a
Yeah, where is
millennium,
this character though?
factions fought
Shield and axe.
for territories, for honor, for their people. But
I wish. Hold on. I'm gonna
world
pause this for a second. I wish we could get the gear that they were wearing in that first cinematic trailer. That warden looked so sick, dude. That warden looked sick. If I can find it, I'll show you guys. That warden looked amazing. Same with I think it was a warlord, but he had an axe instead of a sword.
Over time, the world grew quieter. The factions stayed behind their borders, like cowards. Their people became...
Like cowards, she said.
But one woman changed that.
Is this where
The
Apollyon
first of
comes in?
us. The one who would start a new age. Apollyon.
Okay.
Knowing
Heard.
of humanity's true nature.
What's her horse's name?
She and her Blackstone
Charles.
Legion would rekindle the flame of war once more by bringing each faction to their limits and freeing the wolves of this world.
Hold on, where did her faction come from? I was told there were only 3 factions. I was told there were 3 factions, hold on.
The one who would start a new age. Apollyon. Knowing of humanity's true nature, she and her Blackstone Legion would rekindle the flame of war once more by bringing each faction to their limits and freeing the wolves of this world.
Okay, so this is a faction outside of other
Even though
factions.
she had fallen in her attempt, she still succeeded. Her sacrifice will never be forgotten.
Okay. I remember she just wanted war
In
forever.
time, an army of invaders marched into Heathmoor from the east. That
Still
would
not a
bring
faction even.
more contenders to the battlefields. Emperor Gao Lei and his Wu Lin. After waging a civil war in their own homeland, they would finally set their sights on our lands.
Why does this Chandi look so big? Also, where's that mask? That shit looks
When
clean.
rumors of a new cataclysm began to spread, all wished to be victorious in the war as quickly as possible, so they could ready themselves for what was to come. Even though they were once hated pariahs, the factions allied with powerful warriors
Wow.
of unchallenged
The darkness.
ambition and talent.
The darkness.
Their leaders would become known as the Harbingers. The omens of doom were seen all across Heathmoor. The earth began shaking.
Wait, who were they?
Mount Ignis.
Who were they employed by? Were they on the side of the Wulin or were they on? Okay, hold
of a
on.
new cataclysm began.
New
to
cataclysm.
spread. All wished to be victorious in the war as quickly as possible, so they could ready themselves for what was to come.
Oh, so these are just new recruits to each.
Even though
clearly.
they were once hated pariahs, the factions allied with powerful warriors of unchallenged ambition and talent.
Okay, I see.
Their leaders would become known as the Harbingers. The omens of doom were seen all across Heathmoor. The earth began shaking. Mount Ignis spat fire.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
And waves rose high and crushed those who
Global
dared
warming,
to
dude.
stand in their way.
It's just getting rough out here.
In this chaos, I saw an
I hope you guys are
opportunity
ready. This
and
is
sent
this is
the
our future.
remnants of the Blackstone Legion to Kiang Pass to retrieve something for me.
Okay.
Things grew complicated when Sundar, the Zhan Yu, used his secret weapon, the Arcanite Fire,
The
in
Arcanite
a
Fire.
desperate attempt to defeat us.
Okay, so this is when shit gets magical, huh?
But he failed.
John
Now
Hugh is a
serve
full-on
the order
alchemist.
as I see fit.
As she sees fit?
After
Hold
all
on,
the
hold on. I
battles
thought she was
and
dead.
Disasters came an abrupt and sudden silence.
Oh, this was my favorite season. The season of
The
peace.
earth went quiet.
I wish
The
this would come
waves
back.
lulled. And warriors would once again have their minds clouded by thoughts of peace.
Yeah, this was the season of beauty, the season
They
of
looked
peace.
at
Look
the
at these.
world in a new, revolting way.
Revolting.
And so,
Even this music
the
brings tears to my
undeserving
eyes.
hypocrites began to take over once more.
Fucking beautiful.
Resources were abundant. There was enough for everyone, so they said.
Okay.
Words of the weak, of
Words of the
cowards
weak.
who grew lazy and apathetic. Eventually, 4 faction leaders, Lady Gabrielle, Ling the Tiandi,
Oh,
the Kensei Tadeo, and Yara Liot would meet in Wyverndale.
wow. First time
Meadow
seeing
where
all of their
once stood
faces.
A great city, destroyed in the cataclysm. There, they signed a truce. In the years that followed, Too many were convinced by the lies of peace. They would hold festivities.
Bro, she was just mad. They were having a good time. Hell yeah, this shit was awesome.
Warriors would mock fight each other for nothing more than sport and entertainment. It was an insult to the great warriors of old.
She's saying we got soft.
Their blinding happiness would be of great use to us. While they entertained themselves, I sent my warmongers out into the world and traveled to distant lands to bring the truth to warriors like you. The ones who knew that there was more to life than growing old and being forgotten after death. When the knights held mock battles to celebrate Apollyon's fall in her own castle,
damn.
I decided to put an end to these shameful festivities.
This is the warmonger. The warmonger. She has a different name.
The shard would be freed of the vermin that had the audacity to set foot in it.
I forget her name too.
With
Estrella?
us, we brought a gift. The sacred stone of Horkos.
Uh-oh.
And with it, we cleansed Heathmore of the evil which spread across the lands.
Dude, hold on. Could you imagine?
After
Hold
the
on,
Great
hold on,
Purge.
hold on. Could you imagine if Ubisoft actually made a new For Honor and the story mode was an RPG? Please, Ubisoft, get on it. The story mode should not be what the story mode was for this game. It should be a full-on RPG with this many characters in it that you can play. This many classes that you can play. Build your army. Oh, that's a little gem for you guys for free. You're welcome.
We established our order. A continent-wide regime.
And I'm talking about a long RPG, dude. Long
over
one.
Their respective factions and lands. Yato, the White Ghost, was in command of our stronghold in the Mire. Gretar, the Blue Serpent, led the Vikings. And Erzabet, the Carmine Queen, would watch over a great forge in Ashfeld with the assistance of Fuhuo, the Violet Flame.
These are literally the opposite
world
gender
long
of the
craved
characters that
is
joined
about to
the other
become
factions.
Reality. But even after our victory,
I see what they did
there
there.
yet remained warriors who opposed us. These people worked together and staged a rebellion.
Wait, so this is what I've been talking about for a long time. If like the Season of Peace should have been the turning point for how fashion worked in this game. That should have been like, since all of the factions are working together now anyway, you should be getting gear that looks like samurai faction gear on a knight, but in the same style as whatever knight character you're playing. That's how I feel. Like, what's the point of me being a part of a faction if even when I'm getting gear or I'm getting exclusive like ornaments and stuff, I'm not getting ornaments or patterns or gear that's exclusive to that faction? I feel like that would be dope. So that every character that I play with, no matter the faction they're in, the armor looks like the faction that I hail from. Come on, Ubisoft, you're welcome.
The first of them was an Aramusha named Gomon, who dared challenge us. During an
I'm pausing it again, I'm sorry. And that's why I'm so excited about Orochi's new gear, where it's like all metal. I see the influence that Orochi's probably been hanging out. That in my head canon, that Orochi has spent time around the knights, and just gotten resources from them to build better armor and have better armor made for him. That's my own lore, you know.
During an attack on Yeto's fortress, Gomon and his rebels.
All right, go get it, Gomon.
Named Ilma from imprisonment.
Ilma?
Ilma is a former member of the Makers Guild.
Oh, I didn't even play this event at all.
In the war and
it just didn't look cool to me.
With tools and weapons as means of payment.
It looked like there was way too much going on.
We attempted to recruit her, but she was too stubborn. She refused, and instead assisted the rebellion. With her help, the rebels made use of what our order calls Draconite.
Hey.
This
okay.
Forged weapons with it in its purest form. Many among them, including powerful scythes. With these, the rebels were able to push us out and claim some land once again. It was a dark time for our order. But even after these losses, the rebellion still posed no real threat to us.
It would have been cooler if the introduction of Draconite allowed, like, once you get to rep 70 with a character, you start getting Draconite weapon pieces to show that you are a warrior of legend who was able to get your hands on. I'm just saying. To me, there's really no reason to max out a rep of a character. Once you're past a certain rep, you're not really getting all that much. That's just me, though. You're welcome, Ubisoft.
Not until they found a leader who would unite them. Holden Cross, or Griffin, as he calls himself today.
The fuck? See, who is this dude?
As a mercenary. He is a former member of the Blackstone Legion, and above all, a traitor to Apollyon.
Ooh, okay. He's the link.
Chosen a new
between
name,
then and now.
He offered to lead the rebellion. Under the Griffin's wings, the rebels united and became a powerful force. The Chimera Alliance.
Okay.
Many of them are wolves, misguided by false promises and appalling beliefs. The day came when our armies would face each other. The Battle of the Eclipse. Tens of thousands of warriors on each side fought without break.
Yo, I am fucking with this
of fighting,
lore
filled
recap.
With glory and pain, honor and death. A momentous battle. One I will forever remember.
Okay.
In the years after the Battle of the Eclipse,
oh my god,
we slowly regained strength and filled our
this game's been out for a minute, huh?
Many warriors, like you, to the masquerades. Unfortunately, many others were also drawn to the Alliance, who held their own events. While our warriors would earn their place by fighting and proving their worth, these sheep held a banquet hosted by the greatest coward in history, Hervis Daubeny. Another despicable betrayer.
This fucking guy.
Alas, the time for celebrations would end when a drought struck Heathmoor. We heard of a secret water source in the Mire and sent warriors there to secure it. And, as expected, the Alliance did the same.
Battle
The
time
soldiers
once
were
again.
most surprised when they discovered a hidden samurai temple. In this temple, they met the Kyoshin, fighters who held no allegiance to anyone.
Oh shit,
The
okay.
balance of nature itself. After their temple was destroyed, some even picked sides in this war. When all thought the drought would never end, the desperate among them prayed
This is
to
like,
their
okay,
gods.
so the fact that it's literally a story just to introduce characters that we're playing with, it almost feels like an anime, where it's just like, it never ends. It's never meant to end. At all. The battle has to continue forever and ever. There are always going to be new faces, new people who take up the beliefs of one side over the other side.
And made sacrifices. The Vikings prayed for water, and in their eyes, their gods finally listened.
Oh.
Through the drought's heat, the glaciers of Velgenheim melted. Water flooded the lands, and a powerful storm is approaching. A great tempest. Many of you lost homes.
What does this
and loved
signify?
ones to the currents, whirlwinds, and landslides.
Once again, global warming, man.
Here you are still,
Sinkholes and such.
the strongest and bravest. Once the seas settled and the storm passed, many warriors found themselves lost and alone.
Okay.
Winter
And?
set in, and countless used it as a time of respite. They left the battlefields to reunite with their friends and families. And I would allow it.
Look at these two running into each other's arms. Beautiful.
The warriors
Okay,
required a
Orochi.
break to regain their strength.
Okay. You also have
My loyal
Conqueror over there
wolves
doing the
had earned
emote
theirs.
spam. I love it.
And lastly, not long ago, Bu Yin, the pirate queen,
Okay,
landed
we're here
on
now,
our
we're here now.
shores. Even though she is not one of us, I will recognize that she is an outstanding warrior.
She is a completely broken warrior.
I once fought alongside
Completely.
her many years ago.
Did you now? Of course she
If
did.
she
Of
won't
course she did.
join our cause,
Because she knows her
then I
name.
know she and her fellow pirates will make for worthy foes.
God. I am not looking forward to see who the next character is going to be.
Now,
I hope it's not as busted
is
as
time.
Pirate.
venture out into the world. Spread the truth and save this world from peace.
Save the
this,
world from
You will
peace.
find glory.
Well, I guess that does it for this one, ladies and lords. Thank you for taking your time to watch this lore recap video with me. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like. I'm not going to stop you. And if you want to see more videos by me, I play a lot of For Honor. Consider subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for joining. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you're staying healthy, hydrated, and motivated. And you know where to find me. I'll be here, and I'll be doing this.